Well, hello, my beautiful angels. It is Tigra. Welcome to Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All. We're going to get right to it. This is your mid-month update for the month of September as it pertains to love. You'll also have a general month update following this particular reading, and also your mid-month update for career and finance. As always, your energy, your love and support to the channel, it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything but your little energy of your finger to tap the subscribe button, to share, like, and comment. When you do all of these things collectively, it helps move up this YouTube algorithm. Yes, there's one that exists, so that the channel can get exposure and that other Sagittariuses can see these videos. Otherwise, they don't get notified. And like some of you, they may not see it on a consistent basis as I upload. So I thank you, I thank you, I thank you in advance. As always, if this is your first time, don't let it be the last. My little prayer space here. The cards are blessed, the energy is sacred. Let's begin. So this is your general mid-month love update. It is pertaining to love, so I must emphasize this is for entertainment purposes only. It's a general love reading, so it may or may not apply to you. So take what you will. Remember, time is fluid, so we can be talking about past, present, or even future energies. Okay? And remember, not only you, but the people who interact and impact your love life, their energies can cause anything to go to the left or to the right, or stay as targeted as predicted. And don't forget, you have the intuitive gifts within to also look into your energies and what is surrounding you as far as your love life. Well, I'm bringing back a oldie but goodie for this mid-month update. I'm using one of the first original love decks that I think most readers use, at least for the many years that I've been here. And I thought it would be really great to do that as we start the fall season with this mid-month update. So let's see. 6 cards. Got it to get. Let's see what we get here. At the bottom of the deck. So we had the energies of you deserve love, keep an open mind, reconciliation, religious factors, heart-to-heart conversations, forgiving, and learning. And for those of you, my day one Sagittariuses, I know you're so familiar with this deck. So put a heart emoji, in the comment section if you remember this deck. I used to use it so often until my collection got so big that I forgot to grab it. So I'm going to try to start using it more often. So, you know what? You do deserve love, Sagittarius. Even if you feel that Mr. Right or Mrs. Right is not out there for you, you've been just going into the Mr. and Mrs. Wrongs, it doesn't mean that there's not love there for you. They say that there's a person for each of us. When or how they come into our life, that is a divine conversation, and that's between you and God and the universe. But just because, like I said, you've had the frogs and the mishaps, you've made faults, they've made their errors along the way, along your love journey, you do deserve love. And don't feel that love can't come towards you and that you're not capable to be loved or to love. Keep, guiding your arrow to that particular energy and the type of person that you want. And don't settle, but also don't raise the bar too high, because a lot of people might not be able to get to that height or level, right, of achievement or expectation. But it doesn't mean that they're not worthy and capable of loving you and being a good provider. So never, don't get on your Debbie Downer, or don't be depressed, don't feel hurtful, or anything like that, when it's time for you just to be single. When you're single, this is a time that you take to yourself, Sagittarius. You take to yourself and for yourself to get rest, to retreat, to regain your strength, to rebuild your fortitude, to remind yourself of why you're worthy in love and why you deserve love, right? And the first place and the first energy and impact that you can show that is by loving yourself. So while you're single, travel the world, sail the 7 seas, drink and taste everything that you've ever desired, conquer your bucket list. You are free. We're a free spirit, and there's no better energy and time of freedom in our lives than when we're not in a relationship. So please think of all the positives of what you can do and who you can become during that time. Keep an open mind. Remember, some of you, you set the bar so high that, you know, it would have to be Jesus himself to love you, because your perfections and what you desire, they're really not rational. They're not based on reality, okay? They might be too difficult for the average guy or gal to reach. So you have to keep an open mind. You can't always expect or want a particular thing. Yes, you can desire it and you can put your intention out there for it, but keep an open mind that maybe the guy or gal that you end up talking to and dating has blue eyes, right? And not brown eyes. Or they have black hair and not blonde hair. They're tall and maybe not short. They got a little, midsection instead of being all buff. You can't expect perfection because none of us are perfect. And when you put that amount of pressure on someone else, guess what? They can boomerang and put that pressure on you. So if you don't want anyone to judge your flaws, right, or make it too challenging or difficult for you to love, respect those boundaries as well on the other side and give people a chance. Have an open mind. The person that you're turning away, or the person that you're running away from because you think that, they're not up to your look standards, right? They don't fit your arm candy. That might be the person that treats you like a heart of gold. Don't judge a book by its cover. So yes, keep an open mind, Sagittarius, that your particular soulmates may differ from your expectations. Some of you, reconciliation energy is with you this month, mid-month, going into the month of October. There's different cycles of energy floating around the zodiac at this current time, and the possibility of someone coming back to you actually is possible during any particular part of the cycle of your life. It depends what's going on in their karmic journey as well as yours. But someone does want to return to your life. Will they? That's the other question. A lot of people at many times want to come back to Sagittarius to reconcile. It doesn't mean necessarily that you will get back in a relationship. It could simply mean that they want to come back to be truthful, to be honest, to give you closure, to tell you that they're sorry, to give you verbally and emotionally what they could not do at an earlier time. Maybe now they're healed. Maybe now they really understood their karmic lesson and they want to make up for it. So reconciliation doesn't always mean that someone needs or wants or even desires to come back to you to be in a relationship. It could be just to say that they're sorry and they want their old friend back. Maybe they just want to be good friends with you again. So always keep an open mind with that as well. Some religious factors were reasons why some of you didn't make it work with your exes, and it can also be another reason why some of you don't connect with certain people moving forward, because you have religious beliefs. And I get it. You definitely, if you're a spiritual person, you want to be connected romantically with someone who also has strong spiritual beliefs. There's always a disconnect when you are not yoked with that same type of energy spiritually. But you might have different spiritual beliefs. So do you walk away from a relationship, or do you judge or question someone's integrity because they practice or believe in a different religion than you? As long as we're all honoring and living and loving the true one God, I think how we go about it shouldn't matter as much, as long as we do love and recognize. But yes, your religious factors, your past religious ways, or how you were taught and how you were brought up, can impact how you move and flow in your love life. This is also a period of time, mid-month, Sagittarius, where you might want to sit down and have the heart-to-heart conversations, not only with your lover or your friend or whoever it is that you're romantically attached to or seeking to talk to romantically, but also with yourself, to truly discuss and open up your heart to what it is that, is keeping you from falling in love, or what it is that you feel keeps failing you in your relationships. So once you have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, then you're strong enough and open enough to open up the floor of conversation and communication with your partners, both past, present, and potentially future. Having those heart-to-heart conversations initially lets you know whether this person is can communicate with you. Are they as truthful as you? What are their intentions, right? So someone who avoids those deep heart-to-heart conversations, they're in denial, or they're running away, or they have fear of commitment. This is a time mid-month September where many of you are forgiving and learning. As you grow, you tend to forgive. You might not forget, but you forgive others from the past. Remember, you do have the energies of people that want to come back into your life to reconcile. Those could be the people that you find the time to forgive when they come to you asking for forgiveness. So yes, life is a journey that as you travel through these different cycles and these different relationships and partnerships, you will release and heal as you grow. Releasing the past is so much necessary and very much needed in order for you to move towards the future. They want me to go to the middle of the deck and we get the soulmate energy. Yes, this is your soulmate. But as you know, we have many soulmates in our lifetime. And soulmates, I feel, are there to teach us lessons. And there's chemistry between you and this soulmate. So there's someone coming mid-month, or this person could be actively in your life right now that you have chemistry with. You giggle together. You kind of like the same things. You're into the same music. And that's beautiful, because a soulmate on that type of level, it's a friendship that is building, hopefully, to something more. But if it doesn't, that's okay. There's still a chemistry that even when things don't go romantically, just like these reconciliations, right? These exes that want to come back, they might know you will never take them back as a partner, but as a friend, that's a different type of soulmate connection. And you might miss that person. That came up in our weekend reading yesterday, that you are missing someone, the friendship, the things that you used to do together. So even though you're no longer compatible, or the romantic part of your relationship has severed and ended, it doesn't mean that you can't heal and connect back as friends. A lot of relationships, the friendships were actually stronger and better than the love relationship. And as we talk into that, let's see, let's say 5 cards for the energies. What energies for the month of mid-month September from the zodiac could be impacting Sagittarius? As we talk about soulmates, definitely a fellow Sagittarius, a Cancer, a Leo, which you're very compatible with, a Virgo, and I think we have one more. Let's go right here, and a Libra. So those are 5 of the potential energies of the zodiac of lovers or people from your past that might be coming back to reconcile. Again, a Libra, a Virgo, a Libra, a Cancer, and a Sagittarius. Would love to hear in the comments if any of those zodiac signs are coming back to you, or that's who you're talking to or romantically involved with this month. Let's go to the tarot real quick to see what else we get. The Knight of Cups. Well, I feel like the Knight of Cups coming in, that just confirms about this person coming in back from the past to reconcile. But remember, the Knight comes in and then he's gone again. So this person, like I said, from the past that's coming back to reconcile, if you're fearful that they're coming back because they want to be with you romantically, don't. Keep an open mind. I think they're just coming in to say their piece, so they can give you closure, so that they can have closure, so I guess they can feel good about themselves for whatever reason after whatever they've gone through, in their karmic lesson. But then they're going to be out again. Okay, so don't build up any fear that you feel this person's going to put you under pressure and make you feel uncomfortable because they want to get back with you. I really feel for the most part, a lot of them, they just want to say they're sorry and that they understand and understood now what they did to you in the past and that you didn't deserve that. It's just closing a chapter in their book, in your book, and giving you closure and admitting they're wrong. This month, many of you are looking at other opportunities, other ways to find love, other directions in which to look for love. Some of you could actually be looking to relocate or move. You see that there's a vast world out there, and you're pretty much grounded, and financially a lot of you can afford to move and relocate to, foreign destinations, to see different cultures, to see how love is and how the men and women are in these areas. So I do see some of you planning or hoping to go away, to travel, to see what the dating scene and what love looks like outside of your area. Putting your mind to work is something that many of you are doing, and you're also putting the work into the relationships, the love partnerships that mean to you the most. You're taking control of your emotions, your boundaries are set, and many of you are in healthy relationships. And if you're not in one yet, the next one that you come into will be much better as far as you having more of a lead and control and setting the boundaries than you being a follower in it. A lot of past lessons, a lot of past hurts have built you up, Sagittarius, for the opportunities. Look at this beautiful green gate. The door of love and opportunities in romance, in partnership, right? In companionship to come your way. The universe is gifting you an opportunity divinely. And when it's coming from the universe, you know it's blessed. So for many of you who are sitting on the fence right now, wondering, when is love going to come to your door again? You're going to be walking through that path and won't even know it. It could be on that foreign trip. It could be at your next job. It could be the new neighbor who moves in next door. So just be patient. Continue to do the self-work and healing. And divinely, it will be upon you. We also get mid-month. Can we talk? Definitely. I told you. Confirmation, right? Definitely people from the past want to talk to you. I told you it's not necessarily about can we talk, I want to get back together with you. You might have some of those, but I really feel strongly, energetically, many of them want to talk because they miss you as a friend, they miss your laughter, they miss your spunk and your fiery energy, and they know Sagittarius is a very honest and good, loving person. They're the person you want on your team because we love unconditionally and we love authentically. You make me better. Yeah, this person or persons realize now, out of everyone that they've been with, you really had the stuff. You really believed in them. You made them a better person even when they weren't living up to it. I will wait for you. Some of them really think and have this perception in their mind that this might not be the right time to come towards you, and maybe this is not the time for you to possibly reconcile, but they're keeping hope alive that they're not going to give up. So again, that's on them. You're running the show. You are in control now of your emotions and who you give your energy to. So it's great if they want to wait for you, but that's something they're taking upon on themselves. Listen to me. They just want you to listen to them. Some of them know the relationships ended really badly, and you really have no desire to talk to this person, but they just want you to listen to them. They're going to really dig deep to get your attention. I'm not happy without you. You know, what they've had with these other relationships since you can't even measure. It's not on the same playing field. They can't hold a candlelight to you, Sagittarius. I don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They're all over the place with their emotions. They know they messed up. They know they lost a good thing. But that is something that they have to deal with. But this is just the energies that are out there this September that the universe wants you to be aware of how certain people feel. Ooh, okay. This card wanted to pop out. Visitors, here we go again. Unexpected visitors. Unexpected visitors show up, knocking on door, catching us by surprise. I'm telling you, there are some people that really need and feel a deep desire to reconnect with you, Sagittarius. If they know where you're at, if you still live at the same address or someone gives them your information, they can show up unexpectedly. So don't be surprised. Some of you really put a lot of care into your pets, and your pet loves you unconditionally. Make sure you take care of your pets. I know you're saying, well, what does that have to do with a love reading? But if you love your pet, just like you would love your partner, make sure that they're okay, because you want your pets around, right? That's your go-tos. That's who is your companion when you don't have a companion. So make sure you keep up with your pet's care. Here we go. I'm telling you, here we go, reunited together again. Paths will cross once more, seemingly by chance, but guided by fate. So Sagittarius, like I told you, you might not want to reconnect with this person, but you can't control what is to be, that's meant to be according to divine will and purpose. This person could be coming back just simply to show you that they've changed and to say they're sorry. Doesn't mean that you're going to get back together, but there is going to be some reconciliations that you have no control over. Celebrations. Some of you will be celebrating some of these reconciliations, and not again like you're back together, but you're celebrating the fact that yes, finally, they owned up to what they did. They took accountability. I knew I was right. I knew I didn't cause this breakup. You know what I mean? They made me out to be the bad guy. They ridiculed me in front of our friends and family. So yes, I'm celebrating that God divinely has brought this person to me to show me that yes, things do come around and that there is karma. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Vacation. Some of you will be going away, like I said, to travel on vacation and relaxation. Love might meet you there. You might meet a partner there. Don't be surprised if you meet someone from your past during a vacation. But while you're there, try to explore new cultures, new people. Like I said, look at how people love and what the dating scene is like in other areas of the world. And of course, they say don't forget your camera so you can take a picture of the beautiful sights. Let's go to the middle of this deck. We get bank failure. Some of you, your partner left you or has caused financial problems in your life. This could be a canceled check, a credit card where they went over your limit, or they took your credit card without your use. Some of you are taking a pregnancy test, or pregnancy test was found and someone is pregnant or unsure of the results. Okay? Or you're waiting on the results of a pregnancy test, setting the record straight. You know, didn't I say that this person or person, some of them are coming back, not to necessarily get back with you, but to set the record straight? They're coming back to set the record straight. In some cases, it could have been where they were falsely accused of parenting someone's child, or being the father of someone, or your boyfriend accusing you of being pregnant for someone else. Okay? And setting the record straight because they were falsely accused. So that's a great celebration, right? If you're falsely accused of being pregnant for someone or vice versa, and it was wrong. It was straight up just a setup. So a lot of truth and a lot of things coming to light as far as your relationships in the past. We're closing with union and sync. Some of you might be getting engaged. The vacation that you're going on could be your anniversary. It could be your proposal, your surprise proposal. This is someone that you're fully engaged with, you're connected to, you see eye to eye. Others of you are in relationships where right now you're kind of hitting heads. Could be because of religious conflicts, or you're moving along and moving ahead and your person is just standing still, so you're growing apart. Here we get back that energy about being sentimental. That also came up in our weekend reading, and it's now following us in the mid-month update when it pertains to love. A lot of you Sagittarius and your ex-partners, this is why the reconciliation energy is so heavy mid-month for you Sagittarius. Having a hard time of letting go of those memories, going through photo albums or digital photos, right? Going through their memory card on their phone, or memorabilia, physical things that you can touch and smell that remind you of each other. So going through all of this, and it brings back those strong emotional feelings that either or both of you thought you were rid of. And that is what can make them want to appear and reconnect at your door. Many of you who are single, you are looking at the vision of what you want your life to be. You're taking this time to enjoy life. You are imagining the future with all your wisdom and with all your lessons tucked underneath your belt, what it's going to look like for you when you do have a new partner, when you do settle down and have a family. So a lot of positive energy and hopeful energy towards the future. Some of you still have to get over your desire that over money, and that people with money is what's going to make you happy, and money's like everything. So you need to be more concerned about not what people have when it comes to finances or what they bring so much to the table, rather than their goods, how good they are inside, who they are as a person. And yes, a lot of reminders and validations in this reading. Self-love. During this time when many of you are single, and even when you're not single, when you're in a relationship, you should always, Sagittarius, put yourself first. Self-love, learning to forgive others, and it helps you to forgive yourself, so you both can heal and move on, or rekindle friendships once that work is done. Recognizing the things that people say or do to set you off, right, or vice versa, and learning not to be affected by them, not letting people push your buttons, so you can love and be in love the way that is right for you when you're ready for it. Let's go. I love this. Gonna end here with new beginnings. Despite everything that you've gone through and everything you will go through at this current time, many of my Sagittariuses, those of you outside of being in a great relationship right now, new beginnings are coming forth towards you, or you're heading towards that direction. We're talking about fresh starts, reminder to have an open mind, right? Not putting so much pressure on you and that new person, knowing where, you lacked in the past and what it is you need to work on to have success in the future, and allowing yourself to accept change, and to understand that you nor anyone else is perfect, and that what God brings to you, He makes no mistakes. So let love come to you divinely this time, so that everything will work for you. Let's pick one card to see what could be something that could be hindering some of you in your love life. This. So be careful of people who might have or could have substance abuse. It's really a Debbie Downer in relationships. That can definitely cause that bank failure that we saw card. Anyone who has any type of addiction definitely will bring money issues and money problems to your life. Some of you, there's only that one person that you are fixated on, so no one else will do. Some of you will come across a past recording, something that you've never heard before, that will reveal the truth in a situation. So that's very interesting. And others of you feel that, let the past stay in the past. You don't need to be reconciled. You don't need to hear the truth. You don't need to go back there. Whatever is done is done. I'm living in the present and towards the future. A reminder to have protection when you are dating people sexually, engaging with people romantically. Protect yourself, Sagittarius. You have one body, one mind, and one soul. And we close with, I hate nothing about you. Though you might feel that someone hates you and really you felt scorned by this person because how badly they spoke about you or how terrible the breakup was, this person doesn't hate you. What they said out of hate and out of hurt as you were breaking up. But this person actually has feelings. They have remorse. Remember, there's so much strong energy in this reading of reconciliation, having an open mind, you know, missing people that really meant a lot to you despite the failed romantic part of the relationship. Focus on the friendship. Focus on what grounded you and attracted you to this person, your soulmate, the energies that you share, and the bond that was so real. I hope this mid-month update gives meaning to you and resonates with you. Would love to hear your comments. I thank you for your time and your energy. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Namaste.